Hey, it's Rebecca with R&R Acres again, and today we're going to do some Varroa testing here in the summer here in Charleston, South Carolina. It's a little hot with some of our Primal beehives. Come along with me. So one of the first things you should get going, especially during the summer months, is getting all your equipment ready. I have a Varroa testing bottle here filled with alcohol in it, 70% alcohol, and this is where I'm going to put a half a cup of bees. That equals about 300 bees. So here's my half a cup to help me measure. I have a bee brush to help me get going here, and I have an oxalic acid treatment if the need arises here in the summer. The summer is an important time to be testing because this is when our colony is one of our biggest, and it's going to decrease going on here. So we need to make sure we are ready and we have the bees in the healthiest state possible before we prepare for the fall hive. All right, so I got a little bit of smoke going here. We're going to smoke the hive and we're going to see what's inside. So one of the important things to remember is to find your queen, or at least very much ensure that your queen is not on the frame you're going to be testing from. You want young nurse bees, and you also want, if there's available at the time, drone bees. As you know, Varroa mites tend to hang out with the drones more than the ladies, so getting a sample of them is also important. Now this hive does not have many drones. This hive was recently started this season, and we have been in a pretty big drought here in South Carolina, so everything is behaving a little funny. So I'm going to pull out a frame of these bees and see what we got going on and verify that we do not have Her Majesty hanging around the beehive, or at least this section, before we collect our sample to be testing. Okay, so we got our half a cup here, we got our bees here, and they're paying attention to what's going on. They're like, "What are you doing, lady?" And so we're going to get our sample. We're going to scrape them into our cup here a little bit, and then we're going to put some into our testing bottle here. There we go. I'm going to put these back in, so we've already aggravated them. There we go. Snug as a bug in a rug. And we'll put that frame back in, space them out a little bit, and then we will test our sample. There we go. Now we have our bees in our alcohol wash, and we do want to shake them vigorously for about a minute. So here we go. So let's look and see what we've got going on. So I'm just going to clean out my basket here for a second, shake it off. Last second of trying to drop anything down that's in there. Now what we're trying to do is count our mites, and then we want to divide it by 3, and that kind of gives us our percentage. And here in South Carolina, during the summer that we're in, we want 2% or less. So we're going to see what we have. So what we're looking at here at the bottom of our container, this is just some propolis gunk because I've used this a few times, is the little red dots that is the Varroa. I think I see one right there. But overall, I think we're doing pretty good here. And there's one baby one right there floating. So we're looking at 2, and that divided by 3 is less than 1, so that works out. So we are less than 1%, so we don't need to treat this hive right now. We're in pretty darn good shape, which we also could tell by the outward appearance of our bees. So we're going to keep checking a few more hives here in our bee yard and see what happens. But just in case, I did have an oxalic acid strip ready to go, because when it's time to treat, you want to get on that and with whatever way you're comfortable doing. So keep on that, keep after your Varroa, and let's keep looking at bees.